America's top diplomat will travel to North Korea again. It'll be his first trip to the regime since the landmark Pyongyang-Washington summit. According to our Oh Soo-young, the Secretary of State is likely to start talks with the Hermit Kingdom's full declaration of its weapons facilities.
U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo will meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un this week to specify the details of the regime's denuclearization. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders on Monday confirmed his three-day trip to Pyongyang.
To continue the ongoing and important work of denuclearization on the Korean Peninsula, Secretary Pompeo will be leaving for North Korea on July 5th to meet with the North Korean leader and his team.
This will mark Pompeo's third visit to the regime this year, and the first since the historic June 12 summit between Kim Jong-un and President Trump in Singapore, where they agreed on the full denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula. However, many have criticized the agreement for lacking specific details on the process. Skepticism has further deepened amid US media reports, citing intelligence sources that the North does not intend to completely give up its nuclear weapons and technology. Sanders has refused to elaborate on the reports.
In the last 8 months, you haven't seen missile launches. You haven't seen the nuclear detonations. And again, these conversations are continuing to evolve. I'm not going to get into the details, but I can tell you that progress continues to be made.
According to a New York Times report, Pompeo's visit will likely focus on presenting a denuclearization timeline, beginning with the North's declaration of all its weapons, missiles and production facilities. This, the report said, would be the first real test of the regime's commitment towards abandoning its nuclear weapons. Sanders on Monday expressed optimism, backing National Security Advisor John Bolton's remarks that the North's nuclear weapons program could be dismantled in a year, given the right conditions. She said that working-level talks at Panmunjom between US Ambassador to the Philippines Sung Kim and North Korean officials on Sunday had gone well, and that Pompeo would continue the discussions. According to the State Department, Pompeo will make a stop in Tokyo after his talks in Pyongyang to discuss the denuclearization issue with South Korean and Japanese officials. South Korea's foreign ministry said Tuesday that Seoul, Washington and Tokyo are currently working out a schedule for a trilateral meeting. On whether Pompeo would stop by Seoul on his way to Tokyo, the ministry said it does not have any remarks at this point. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.